against the Raiders defense that wants to make quick stops.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the New York Giants. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go! Green 39!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
All right, here we go.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup.
And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Beckham. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Mariota. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To the air again. Mariota. He finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Off the play fake, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's a run with Mixon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New York set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go play action. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Amara Darbo, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Play fake. Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Mixon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A first down throw for Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Throwing. Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 12-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. New York set to take the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota now from the 50. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. On play action, Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action now, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's caught. Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down, Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 1-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Mariota to throw it this time. Feeling feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. First down, Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Throwing is Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota again. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
On the toss, Mixon. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Mixon, no dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A toss play to Mixon. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. It'll go as a gain of 9. And it's first down, New York. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And Dixon over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now they run with Nixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing here, Mariota. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Second down following the run. As they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because